Hey guys, welcome back to another Lore Olympus video. I'm Dazzling Kate and this is probably one of my last videos for this year. So yeah, I figured let's reread Lore Olympus from the very beginning and critique it every moment along the way. So grab your drinks, grab your snacks. This might be a bit of a long one. So yeah, episode 1, Stag, you're it. Okay. I mean, that's a fun title, I guess. Too bad we didn't actually see any stags in the skies. Too bad. Vroom, vroom, vroom. I'm sorry, I just wanted to do that real quick. Just so we can kind of build up the atmosphere. So we got the car coming in. Like if there weren't any little line details here, I know some people will probably be like, but you can tell it's a car and it's shaded and it, when you really look at it, it feels lazy. This is the first scene people see. So, of course, we got to have some driver's music. What would be great driver's music? Like I don't know, Go Speed Racer Go, the Speed Racer's theme song, I mean. Okay. Of course. Is it just me? I'm now realizing how much not so much depth there is. I mean, if you have the characters super blue, just look. You can barely tell, like, in a car, in a dark underworld area, it's gonna be very dark. And the screen is, it's gonna be aiming the entirety of your face. Like, look at some of the areas. Like, when I turn on my phone in the middle of the darkness, I'm gonna obviously have it directly on my face, and of course the headlights out in the, like, out in the front of the car where everything is. Like, you're obviously gonna see that, and I know some people will be like, "But Dazzling Kate, it does look dark, sort of." But it doesn't do it in a way where, like, it feels lazy. Like, see the, like, lines to the freaking of the screen? And there's not a lot of darkness in this to make it feel like it's in the, actual dark. And I get it, there's, like, flashy gadgets in the front seat, but usually you have it in different colors and it gives a different coloring. But okay, I'm already complaining about that. And why is he texting like Hades? I know he's the god of the dead. Wouldn't you be on the phone and not texting them at the beginning? Of course, we see Mente. She's just like opens it up. Here's the confusing part to me: is this is a cigarette or cigar, I guess, and this is the phone. Like, why aren't you staring at the phone? Like, show her putting the phone down. But this is a comic, Dazzling. Yes, it's a comic. You usually show, don't tell. Like, this is just her up close to her face. There's no really big impact. It's showing her face when it's like this. And then we just get this feels so inconsistent. Like, she has lipstick now. No, she doesn't have lipstick. Lipstick now. Doesn't have lipstick. Lipstick now. Doesn't have lipstick. Okay. Gets butt ass naked. Gets in. Okay. Hades looks down. And he calls her. Finally. Like, why didn't you just call her the freaking first time? And, Menthe is just like, oh, hey. And he's like, you're late. Where are you? Did you give me my purse I wanted? Yeah, I did, but... Oh, great. You're coming to the Banathian... The Banathenier. I know I didn't say that right, guys. I apologize. You're coming to the party with me, right? I don't think so. Oh my gosh. The other thing. Again, this has everything to do with the shading. Like, if you really look at it, it doesn't really look like Menthe is even in a dark area. Yes, there's a dark background. Oh, so scary. But is it really that hard to just make it so it is like that it actually reflects in the shading that it is freaking dark? Like, okay. I don't think so. What do you mean? What I mean is, I don't particularly feel like being seen in public with you today. And again, you can tell how different each and every panel is. Like I told you from the beginning, she's bright red. Oh, what is she now? Oh, she's pink. She's a lighter pinkish red color. It feels inconsistent. The inconsistencies, I mean. Just, it's very notable. And it doesn't, you can't even tell where the hairline starts. Or, does it hurt to put, a freaking hairline there? Anyways, real classy, Menthe. Come on, stop messing around. I can't go to my brother's party by myself. I don't feel like being seen with you in general. And this is the inconsistencies. The bubble bath is pink. What is it now? It's yellow. Is there a light showing? Is there something else showing? This isn't what... Guys, if you're going to use lighting, please explain to us. Use your... you have to pretend you're a cameraman here, okay? You have to understand these basics. Now, I'm still learning the basics. But, I'm still learning how I can control the light with the atmosphere and making it work. I'm still learning, but I at least know that this seems so freaking inconsistent. Hades, all the fine suits in the world won't change the fact that you stink of death. And again, I know this is the beginning of her art style. I shouldn't be so judgy. This is the beginning of the most fantastic series ever. I shouldn't be so critical against it. But this is supposed to be one of the big headlining comics. Yes. Okay. So anyways, it just feels really off that we go from this, then we see the difference of art style. This looks definitely different. These two panels, definitely different than what we've seen here. And I know some people might be like, but, the excuse, this excuse, that excuse. But it makes sense. It doesn't make sense. I'm driven mad. And again, this panel, what's he doing? Oh, right, he's resting his head against the wheel. Wouldn't it have been easier if this was a different color, and he was a different color in general, so he didn't blend into the fucking... So he didn't blend into the freaking background? Because if we did something different, it would definitely make this piece pop. Does it pop? Not necessarily. If it's leaning into the background, if it's bleeding into the background, there's ways to do that correctly, and there's ways not to do that correctly. Now, from the way I'm seeing it, this screen is pretty bright, and I know some people might be like, but from what I see at Dazzling Kate, it looks perfectly fine. I can see the perfect shading, and I can see how the light is, the light is affecting everything, and it's like, no, you don't. Like, there's some areas that do need focus on the lighting, like the hand, the hair, the back of his neck, like these things. You can't just focus on some areas. You can't just hide behind, oh, it's an artistic choice. And explain. And there's no hiding behind that, okay? We're barely into the first episode, and I wish I could drink something a little stronger, but I gotta stay with the water, okay? If I don't, then I get dehydrated, and I don't want to be dehydrated while reading this. Okay. And sometimes you can't even tell that, like, some things are supposed to be flowers. Like, he's arriving to the party. You think he's wearing gloves? I don't know. You see what I mean? You see that, like, these details right here just are barely sticking out. Like, why not use black to make them stick out? Oh, right. It would probably blend into his his suit too much. I'm a little frustrated here. Oh, now you use white for these ones? Oh, because it's not as blending as this one. I don't understand this logic. I really don't. And this is so freaking depressing. What kind of party is this? Like, what kind of party is this? It looks super depressing. Like, I don't see a party. Is this a funeral? I don't know. Oh, but we get closer to it, and it's just, like, depressing. Still. We see a little bit of light. We see a tiny bit of light. Like, for the love of banana bread. Seriously? You're not even gonna try? Everyone's just standing stiff. I understand. This is Rachel's first episode. And I shouldn't expect much, but still. Oh, finally, we see some action. And, like, where is your date, blue boy? Gone. I need a drink. Well, I, for one, am grateful. I don't have to spend the evening with that nymph trash. You notice how it just, like, she's smiling happily? Like, it feels so off. Like, why not just have her be like, oh, I don't have to, like, using that expression and just being, then sort of switching to a smile-ish. Did Poseidon bring his wife? Yes. Oh, gosh. Great. So, I'm the only one alone? Relax. No one will notice. There's a lot of things. If I had known back when I first read this as like years ago, there's some things that actually poke out. Like, is anyone not noticing the, like, little details? Like, I'm seeing little splatters and stuff. Like, if you take a real close look at the panels, like, you can literally see little details, like, right near Hera's leg, the one that's showing more skin, there's, like, this line. Is it, like, some kind of signature Rachel put there? I don't know. I can't really see it too well. But it feels a little off that there's, like, little splatters here and there. Is that part of Hera's power? I don't know. You did. Oh gosh. Hera! And doesn't it feel like it's a different hairstyle when like it's pulled up to here? And just look. This is above her head. Like in the hairline is like right around the tiara right there, and then it's just fucking gone. Is the tiara too much to ask for in this panel? Is there is there no reason to have it? Anyways, Hera, I've been looking for you everywhere. You look so beautiful tonight. And of course, I'm just noticing how some of the contrast here. Some of the contrast. Like there's this huge line that I'm just, is it part of a building? Is it like shading? I don't know what's going on here. And I don't know what to really say, to be honest. Oh, stop. You're embarrassing me. I feel like the hair inconsistency, like, for some reason you think big, and you go up a little bit. You notice it, like, pulled up. And then in this scene, it's just, like, it doesn't feel like it's pulled up. It just feels like it's short. It's, like, what is it? Is it pulled up? Is it short? I don't know. How about we get out of here? You big silly. You can't leave your own party. Ahem. Oh, hello, Hades. I didn't see you there. Hey, where's your date? Zeus, I wish you knew when to shut up. And of course, we're taken to Artemis's house. Like, guys, this is so annoying to me. Every time I think about this, it's like, was Rachel just, when doing the backgrounds like this, like, usually you see these kind of backgrounds as like, simple exercises. These things remind me of those exercises I would see our instructors tell us to do. Like, just, figure out where the light source is coming from, where's the darkness, where's the shadows, like, what's going to be the most darkest area of that area, that kind of thing. It looks like one of those, but it's a simple sketch, It's a simple sketch. You're supposed to put more than just that in order to make the house stick out. Oh, but it's at nighttime, Dazzling Gate. Yeah, I know it's at nighttime. But there's also a wide variety of places that, change tone during the nighttime. Have a darker perspective during the nighttime. But it's all supposed to be fucking blue? I don't know. Usually some of them turn into shades of purple or, blue, dark green. But no, it's, everything has to match. Hey, Artemis, what do you think? Persephone, you can't wear that. You look like a relic. It feels like everyone talks in the same way. And there's no stopping it because everyone's just like, oh, okay. And let's talk a little about this face. Like, right here. Let's just, like, when you really think about it, the art style really takes away from telling which area is which. Like, it is like, Persephone's hair is kind of like a pixie style. And we don't see any ears anywhere. Like, as you can tell, it looks like she's hiding that ear. But, like, with a style like this, generally you have some show of the ear in this. But, okay, I guess it's a longer style, I guess. I've got something you can borrow. Oh, thanks, you're a real lifesaver. And, the only reason this was ever drawn was to show how beautiful and dramaticness. And look, she's got ears, which she didn't have in this. And it's like, it switches freaking places Like, did she just like swing by and switch the hands really quickly? It feels like, come on. It's not even trying. It's not even trying. 20 minutes in for episode 1. We're still not done with it. We're still not done. I'm gonna try and make it 3 episodes, but yeah. Then you can see that Rachel was experimenting with textures in the beginning opening scene of this. And of course, the shade of pink lightened up a bit because they're in a lighter area, I guess. And of course, like, doesn't it feel like it changes and it doesn't really try? I don't think I should have come to this party. Come on, you look fantastic. I feel out of depth. Everyone's going to think I'm some stupid village girl. Nobody's going to think that. Come on, I don't want to talk to a bathroom stall on all night. Artemis, I'm really nervous. Aw, Persephone, you'll do fine. We'll stay under the radar. 1 drink and then we can go, right? Promise. And then she leaves the ladies' room. And every time I think about this, like, dress, I'm just like, when I first saw this dress, I probably thought, oh, it looks pretty cute. It looks pretty cute to some degree. And now I'm just like, it looks more like she's wearing one of those gymnastic performance outfits without the sleeves. And it's like, is that is that appropriate for a party? I guess there's some outfits that actually do pull that off. Which, no shade to anyone who does wear those. They're absolutely adorable, but it's just like she was empathizing this was a dress and it just looked off. And I don't know if it was an inch closer to over here, because I don't know, it just feels very weird. And of course, R.I.P. Persephone's feet. Of course, again, art style changes because the lighting and such, even though Hades hasn't changed that much. But, you know, Zeus, yeah, he's changed a lot. It feels so inconsistent. The inconsistencies of this. The inconsistencies. As we continue, we're supposed to know that this is a glass window so they can overlook into the party. But why are they the only 3 just standing along there and just, like, what? Did they just want to have a conversation with themselves when they, this is a party. Zeus is probably going to be in one of those areas. Poseidon is going to be in one of these areas. It doesn't feel like a party. It feels more like they're being creepers and just watching everyone party, while they themselves are not partaking in the party. Again, the wrong shades of purple are just, it feels so weird that, like, the hair of Zeus is just like, it's a lighter tone, even though in the first episode it looks completely different, and I guess they were too lazy to really change that. What's the problem? You normally you drink us under the table. Oh, he's got blue balls because some nymph dumped his sorry ass. Can you please not talk about my balls or my ass for that matter? Can you see how freaking fast that changed? To, like, he suddenly jumps from this color to, like, the lighter shade of purple. Like, inconsistent much? That's what you sound like. And of course, course, Poseidon being like, oh, why did you invite Odysseus? And, Hades, Zeus, is being a total dick, blah, blah, blah. And, he bumps into Persephone, and Persephone just, oh, magical drink. Oh, my. Look at how cute and gorgeous she is. Oh, my, my, my. And that begins the case of Hades falling for Persephone. And we can't have too much. Like, I really hate this. I really do hate this scene. Like, the reason why I hate this scene right here, it feels so freaking forced. It feels so forced that you have you have these images around Persephone, she's so beautiful, she's so gorgeous, all light is falling onto her, you have some invisible figures on the side, oh my my my, they're gonna fall in love, blah 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 blah, no. And then see this scene, infamous scene, she's beautiful. And as we go on, Hades obviously wants her. He wants her for his collection of all the women he's dated, blah, blah, blah. His heart cannot be without her. Though this is very interesting, I'm just now noticing this little scar on his hand, which is intriguing because I don't think we ever see that again. It looks like a scar because there's those two little stitches on it, so I'm assuming that's a scar, and it's never seen again in the series. It's because it doesn't really make an appearance. Maybe it must have slipped my mind. And anyways, alright, we're going back to the we're going back to the sketches and the laziness of this is totally different. When you compare the scenes, oh, this is just super freaking lazy. Look at how freaking low her eyes are to her nose and mouth, when they should be up here at least. And I get it. It's she's trying to lower her head, but it doesn't really look that way. And it's seen in this scene right here too. And normally it's just really we don't even get much of a storytelling scene of Persephone and Artemis, and they're just there being pretty, I guess. When there could have been a lot of potential for a, fun party atmosphere and them actually meeting by, bumping into each other and not Hades just noticing her because Poseidon's other friend, what's-his-face, bumped into her and he's like, she's beautiful. Why not just have them bump into each other? Is it that hard to really think of? Anyways. And then you have him dripping his drink all over himself. He pissed himself, guys. Nobody can convince me, unless Rachel says otherwise, that he didn't piss himself with his drink. Because, honestly, just imagine his legs are just, extended, dramatically all around. It's open wide. His legs are open wide, and he's just dripping it all over his, the bottom of his, the front of his bottom of his suit, and it's just like, the fuck? Nobody can convince me. You know, then this is, I hate Artemis and Persephone's scene here, because it doesn't really feel fitting for either of them. Anyways, hold on. Welcome. I've never seen her before. Yeah, it's complicated. But basically, Demeter doesn't like the way I run things, so she opted to do her duties in the mortal realm. Apparently, I'm morally corrupt, whatever that means. And wouldn't everyone already know this? Why are they explaining this already when everyone would probably know this? Like, specifically these two. They would know that, you know, oh, Demeter, yeah, we know her. We know that she's in the mortal realm because, you know, she's in the mortal realm doing her own thing because I couldn't allow her to be queen of, you know, of anything. And blah, blah, blah. Everyone took a vote. Blah, blah, blah. So, for the most part, she raised Persephone in the mortal realm. Again, the shades of purple change. First, he's grayer and darker. Then he was a brighter purple. Now he's a middle the middle kind of grape purple. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm surprised Demeter let her move into the city, to be honest. But of course, you know, Hades is too focused on her lips, her boobs, and her butt, hips, whatever. Honestly, I think she puts Aphrodite to shame. And, you know, Aphrodite is just sitting there. Like, wouldn't it been... Why is she... Like, these three are the only three there, and she's just, like, way back here, just doing God knows what. Honestly, and she's just overreacting. Even though it probably shouldn't really matter to her, because why would she... There's really no relationship between Aphrodite and Hades to begin with, unless anyone would like to inform me of some kind of myth that involved these two in a romantic way, and she's now trying to get into his shorts. Explain to me how that would work, because I don't remember any. Nobody brought anything up to me when I was like first reading this, so I don't think there's any tales that involve Aphrodite and Hades getting together. And you know, she's interrupting her son, who's basically in the middle of something, blah blah blah, of episode 4, and leads to bullshit. Let's try and get into her shorts plan, and sketches are lazy. Let's get to the lazy route. And then Hades is talking to his brother, who's just like, I've got a plan. Like, why would you want to help him with his plan? I don't know, let's just do it. And they're just putting the usual boring humor. Like, okay, so I remember this scene when I was first reading it, and, you know, Poseidon basically asking, what do I do? Stay here and drink a beer. I'm on it. It feels awkward. Like, they could have probably not showed this, and it probably would have been okay. And, oh, yeah, of course, Artemis has to turn a shade brighter than that. A shade brighter until, like, oh, hey, like, Zeus comes in and is just like, oh, you're looking splendid as always. Oh, hey, Zeus, hey, party. And the sketches and there's more to tell with the sketches than there is with the insert of color somewhat. The insert of color just makes it seem like it's some kind of... And then, I don't know how the frick what's-his-face Eros gets here. Steals her away, and like, Hades is just disappointed he didn't get his BJ on, and he's just like so sick and tired of everyone ruining his night. First it was Mente, then it was his brothers, now it's this mysterious strange girl he's never even talked to. And he's just pissed off about that because he really wanted to get it on with her. Really, really. That should tell you his intentions, guys. Like, imagine you're in the middle of a party and some weird strange guy who's like 20 years your senior is just like looking around for you, slurping his lips. And he's just looking for you. Like, I don't know about you guys, but not happening, buddy, not happening. But it's okay because he's hot. He's hot, guys. He's hot. And it's okay because he's hot. Probably not fucked in the head somewhat. I don't know. And yeah, she vanished into thin air. And, Arrows somehow managed to convince her to drink several bottles, like several cups, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cups, and I don't know how long, less than an hour, I guess. And this is the 7th cup. And then this happens, and then Eros is like, I'm very sorry about this. You mean I could just say no, and Aphrodite's word is law. Oh no. And she's waking up in the middle of nowhere. Where am I? And then it becomes romantic, guys. Anyways, guys, that's all for this. How many episodes? Episode 4. We've been into 4 episodes so far, and let me just tell you, no matter what you no matter what, some of the dark scenes just don't feel like they're in the dark. Like, some of the shading done with Persephone, it's not done where it's supposed to look like she's been in the dark. And I know some people might be like, but they're gods, they don't need shading. But it's like, well, it just makes the scene pop out way too much than it should be, and it makes it feel like it's not really a scene at all. I guess this was a mixture of me making fun of it, also putting out my critiques on it, and maybe jacking around like the dorka that I am. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this, of me reading the first 4 episodes, or rereading the first 4 episodes, and realizing how much I really, really didn't understand what was going on at the beginning when I first got into this. And now understanding how everything just doesn't feel like it fits. Anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and if you are new here, please hit that subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. Stay safe, stay cool, and most importantly, guys, stay hydrated. This is Dazzling Kate, signing the hell out of here.